Assalamu alaikum, everyone. For the fourth and final episode, we have with us a very special guest. He is a serious character on paper, but he quickly became an audience favorite. So I am very happy to introduce you to Batsub. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for
It's a
being
pleasure.
here. So I'll start simple, and then we'll dive into the complicated questions. When you first read the script for Jujji, how did you feel?
Straight off the bat, when I read the script, though, I was pretty I had mixed feelings. I didn't really know what to make of it, but when I read about the character Butt Sahab, it seemed like a bit of a comic relief for me. So the idea to have a funny character in such a serious kind of movie, so that just really got my attention. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting because I've known for always doing like serious roles. So this was something a bit different for me. So I wanted to like take up this opportunity. So yeah, and the rest is history.
Amazing. So, having done serious roles mostly, and then why did you choose um, to do this character who was comedic?
Honestly, I have like the kind of roles that I have been doing, like they have mostly been like very loud and I should say like really violent. Though to transition into something different was like a breath of change for me. It was like like a relief. चलें कुछ different करेंगे. So in that scenario, like I'm like. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how this works out. So it was like it was a challenge for me. Every role, I feel like when you dive deep into it, it's like a new challenge every time. To get into character and stuff like that. So it was a challenge in the sense that I've never done funny roles, so I was thinking, okay, what do I mess up? What will I do better? How can I make this even more better? So yeah, I mean the fact that it was something different, so that's why I just opted for it.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Okay. So, when you decided to do the character, were there any inspirations you had, or any people that you were inspired by that you wanted to bring into your character, or was it something that you just created?
I mean, okay, so growing up, there were actually two things I wanted to be. If anybody asked me, I either wanted my own band or I wanted to be a pro wrestler. Unfortunately, back in the days, like we didn't have a lot of wrestling schools as compared to kids, how kids have it these days. Like there's a lot of MMA and wrestling going on. So I couldn't really pursue that dream, but to actually play a wrestler, although I didn't wrestle, but still, the fact that I could be like a wrestler on screen, so that was, I think, I was pretty stoked about it. So I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
Okay. So, the child in you was happy.
The child in me and the fact when you think about wrestling in Pakistan, Desi Pelwani as we call it, you think about legends like Gama Pelwan, Rustam Hind, he was called, absolute legend, Goga Pelwan, and characters like that. So obviously, I mean, these were larger than life characters, and to actually be a Desi Pelwan, I mean, in front of the screen, I think was really exciting. Quite an honor. My homage to them.
Amazing. Brilliantly done, though.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You as a person, your body language kind of spoke before your character ever did. How did you prepare for that role or for that?
So basically, I've always been training. I go to the gym and everything. I'm a bit into powerlifting, and I do like a lot of resistance training, high intensity training. So um, as you guys must have seen, I was a lot bigger in Jujji, but when Habib approached me for this role, he was like, "Desi aap pelwan karenge." So I'm like, okay, the first thing I need to do is actually look the part. So I had to get bigger, and to actually get bigger, like I was eating a lot. Good lord, it got to a point where I just got sick of eating. Like I was having like 4 or 5 meals a day. I'm like, I really need to do justice to this character. Like I was having a lot of mass gainers and desi nashte, like lots of like hogging on parathe and ande, subah subah, desi ghee, the works. But it got to a point, man, I'm like, I can't like do this anymore. I'm so sick of eating. So mostly other than that, like the gym was a regular for me anyways, just like my diet had changed. So like I wanted to actually get bigger, which I did. um, that was it, and I think losing weight after that has been quite hard.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I can understand, of course. I'm sure the preparation for the character, like you said, was very eventful. And I've heard the shoot was also very eventful. So, is there any moment on set that you still remember, just makes you happy?
Okay, there's this one moment actually. When I still think of it, I still laugh because Anjum Habibi Saab, like mashallah, he's a senior. Uh, Allah bless him. वो बैठे हुए थे सामने and like during the like scene cut हुआ है, so he was actually legit so hungry. There was a scene, as you guys in the film must have seen, के नाश्ता पड़ा होता है टेबल पे, like, so I believe there's like chane and some rogni naan, stuff like that. So he gets so hungry, like every time scene cut hota, he just instantly starts eating, and we had to bring in like new rogni naans every time for him. I'm like, I think that was like really cute.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, bless his heart, man. Absolute great guy. Loved working with him. Absolute honor.
amazing. You mentioned Belvans in this, that this character was an homage to them of sorts. What was it like working with actual Pelwans and being in that?
Oh my God. When I actually arrived at the location, and I mean these guys, like they're absolute units. They're like huge. And I'm like, wow. The first thing I asked then one of the guys, like who was the like probably the head honcho or something, he comes meet up to me, and they're all looking at me, sizing me up and everything, and I'm like, Ustad ji, ਤੁਸੀਂ, I'm gonna say this in Punjabi, I'm like, ਉਸਤਾਦ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਸਲੀ ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਬਣਾ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਹੋਪ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ। ਉਹਨੇ ਕਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਸਤਾਦ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਮਾਸ਼ਾਅੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨੀ ਤਰਫ ਆਓ, you should train with us, and I'm like, यार it's an honor कि आप लोगों ने मतलब माशाल्लाह इतनी इज्जत दी, and अल्लाह इनको खुश रखे, amazing guys, and very disciplined. It was for me it was like an insight into their world. They would like tell me so much about what is it that we do, how we train, how we eat. So it was a learning curve for me, and I was fascinated. These guys is an inspiration for me.
So, did you at any point actually want to
To be a
go towards the
wrestler?
Pelwani side?
I'm just happy lifting weights at the moment. I don't have any plans to be a wrestler, but yeah, you never know. Never say never.
Yeah, of course. So, a film is, of course, nothing without its director. What was your experience with Habib Shahzad? How was it on set with him?
I have had a really good relationship with Habib. I have worked with him before. What I love about Habib is how disciplined he is, and his working style. I mean, what the fact that he is so creative, he makes films that are unconventional. That is the kind of genre I am interested in, because that is how I feel like we're on the same frequency. And so, I mean, you know, like I would honestly say two peas in a pod. Me and Habib, we go way back, and as always a pleasure working with Habib. Top guy, hands
Amazing.
down.
Amazing. So, your role in the film is of a Pelwan. Um, from an outsider's perspective, when you would see other people and their roles and how Judgy was unfolding in front of you, how did you see the film?
When I saw the film, like, honestly, if I could just tell you right now what the film is, let's not just call it a film. Judgy, it's a statement. It's a statement to the world, to the global audiences. Like, look, we, Pakistanis, this is what we bring to the table. This is what we can offer. And this is what we're capable of. This is like Judgy would serve as a gateway to more experimental cinema because there is a lot of untapped potential, so many stories that need to be explored within Pakistan. And I feel like Judgy has broken stereotypes, it has challenged norms by what Habib and the team have presented. So it's very different, very layered, you know, and with so much complexity going on with the characters, and to add a little comic relief with Butt Sahab, I think that was like pretty wholesome, pretty cool, and how it was all played out. And I can only wish that everybody watching enjoys it as much as we enjoyed working on it.
Yeah. So, was there any point while making the film or while seeing everything unfold that a moment that you went, this is a larger than life film, and now that it has reached a lot of big places, but while making it, did you see that? Did you see that potential?
I think it's still surreal to me that how, I mean, we just started out like, like this film, like I don't think anybody had the slightest idea how big it would go, and still surreal to me, honestly. I mean, I'm still in disbelief. I mean, I have friends and people uh, messaging me like on Instagram and social media, like, "Aapko Jujji mein dekha tha. Oh, we saw you in Jujji." I got people messaging me from UK, my friends and my cousins, and from US. It's unbelievable, honestly. Like, I didn't expect it like to go this big, but now that it has,
Yeah.
wow, it's just amazing how far we've come.
Mashallah, mashallah.
MashaAllah.
If you encounter Batsub in real life, how would you see him?
I mean, I'd be intimidated.
Yeah.
I'd be intimidated. I mean, like, I don't want to. I got nothing to do with this guy. I mean, I can't be playing, man. He's gonna like. Oh my god, yeah, I'd be intimidated. Like, I imagine my character like I had like a really thick mustache and handlebar mustaches and thick beard. Sorry. So in that scenario, I think yeah. I mean, I'd be intimidated. I'd ask him, कि यार आप माशाल्लाह इतने huge कैसे हैं? What do you eat? How do you train? Probably have a conversation along these lines.
Would you expect him to be a comedic person?
No,
Not at all.
not at all. I'm like, I wouldn't even know what to say to him. कि यार वो offend ना कर दूँ मैं इनको.
Amazing. So I am going to put you on the spot. I'm going
Okay.
to make you embody Batsub.
All right.
You are
Okay.
going to give everyone watching any life advice, but you have to do it the way Batsub would do it.
Wow. Okay. You want me to be Butt Sahab? Okay. So here we go. देखो खादा पीदा करो ओए डाइट शाइट च कुछ नहीं रखिया खाया पिया करो सेहत बढ़ाओ ते मां प्यो नी इज्जत करो.
Amazing.
That is something typically WhatsApp would say.
I think the parents will be very happy you said that. So if you had to hope that audience take something away from Judgy when they watch the film, what would you want for them to take away from it?
Again, like I said in the beginning, like how this is a statement worldwide. What I would want them to take away is, absolute cinema, piece of art. Appreciate it for its artistic values, the aesthetics it brings, the storyline. I want Judgy to be remembered as a movie which is unconventional, which is different, which has broken stereotypes, which has like dared to challenge different genres. Like, how can a movie like Judgy be made, yaar, Pakistan mein? Where we have like so much conventional cinema going on, like different, like we've got like typical love stories and, stuff like that. So, something very different coming. So, I would want the audience कि आप एक ऐसी movie देख रहे हैं, you're taking something with you like a true potential for what Pakistan has to offer, a gateway for more experimental films like this to be made. Audience, ऐसी मूवीज़ को encourage करेंगी, like करेंगी आप लोग, तो फिर ऐसी और movies आएंगी, and more filmmakers like Habib will be given the opportunity to really showcase their talent. Actors like me and everybody else in Jujji, we would be given the platform to truly showcase what we can do. And we're right here and we are waiting to entertain you.
Amazing, amazing. So the film was shot entirely in Rawalpindi.
Yeah.
Did you see, did your perception of the city change after you shot Jujji?
It's been a while. Like, I relocated from Karachi to Rawalpindi like 12 years ago. So, like, I've been around Rawalpindi. Like, I know my places here. I've met a lot of people. So, my perception always changes for Rawalpindi, regardless. You get to learn something new every day. So, it was like it's nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, I mean, always something cool, always something new to learn about the city. So it was pretty neat.
Okay, amazing. When you found out that Jujji had made it to Hollywood, it had got into Amazon Prime, you were being seen by so many people. How did it feel? What was it like?
I'm like, my first reaction, like, I remember Habib making this post on Instagram. I'm like, no way, this is happening. What? And I was in total disbelief. I'm like, Amazon Prime, really? Like, Pehli Pakistani movie coming on Amazon Prime itself was just wild. And I was so excited. I'm like, yo, I was messaging my friends. I'm like, guess who's coming on Amazon? I was like, मुझे यकीन नहीं आया था. And I was so excited, honestly. I would be messaging Habib all the time. I don't know if I can show you my phone, like, सारा WhatsApp पे, bro, is this really happening? Yo, what's up? क्या scene है? कब आ रही है यार? Give me dates. तो yeah, it was like totally unexpected. And Habib, I don't think किसी को भी बताया था. One day he just makes a post and he just tags everyone. I'm like, what? Totally out of the blues. Did not expect that, and thank God it did.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So,
Mashallah.
if you had to describe Jujji, just concise, what would it be?
Complex, dark, unconventional. Have you noticed I've used unconventional a lot, during this whole interview? It is because it is unconventional. This is not your typical film. Uh, this is tapping into potential that is, tapping into a genre that is yet to be explored. Like I said, so many stories out there, complex stories, which, if dramatized, can really engage the audiences. This is different, this is new, this is fresh, and honestly, this is just the beginning.
Inshallah. Okay, so Jujji has been released in UK and USA, and soon enough is going to be released in other territories and also in Pakistan, inshallah. So, what do you want to tell the audience? What to expect?
Please, हमारी film देखिए. Straight off the bat, I would tell everyone, okay, please support indie cinema, support your local talent. Like I said, कि आप लोग support हमें करेंगे, so it will give filmmakers like Habib, actors like myself, the opportunity, the platform to bring you more stories and more films like these. So, it's high time you guys really start supporting Pakistani cinema. Honestly, like, we can take Pakistani cinema to new heights, inshallah. And all you guys have to do is keep supporting us. And you keep supporting us, you will get quality cinema. Trust me.
Okay, I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much for coming and for playing the role of Batsub. It was wonderful. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, keep supporting Jujji, guys. And thank you very much.
So this was the fourth and final episode. I am going to sign off now. Jujji is going to come to you soon, and we hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy it. sorry, just as much as we loved making it and loved bringing it to you. So like Batsub said, keep supporting Pakistani cinema and we'll see you soon on the big screen. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.